Alright, so folks, thanks for rejoining us. President Boakai spoke for about 45 minutes, or little over 45 minutes. So this is the aftermath of the speech. Once again, my name is Prince Morva. I'm here with my colleague, Bernardine Director. We are in the building, we are in the fence of the Capitol building. This is up Capitol Hill. Boakai talks about the economy, agriculture, education. He talks about drugs. And he says he, a vice president, will be the first to do that drugs test, and they declared national emergency on drugs. So we are waiting to see who's coming out, who's going in, so that we can have a chat with them. It's great to be here. The president has spoken. President Boakai has spoken. What do Liberians make of it? We're taking the camera around to see what we can speak of some of Liberians. So let's not just speak with him, supporters.
Boakai is somebody who we can trust. He has an impeccable character. He's somebody the Liberian people can rely on. He's telling the Liberian youth, we're going to develop your skills. He's telling the Liberian youth, we're going to graduate you from that stage of intoxication, being intoxicated with drugs. So Boakai is committed to developing the country.
So what is that one thing that you took from the speech? Just one, if you can.
What I took from the speech is that he's going to rescue Liberia. He's going to rescue Liberia from all forms of bondage and indignation.
What do you make of the speech? For the 5 minutes of speech, people have been arguing and agitating that the speech should go for 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. What spoke for about 45 minutes?
The substance of the message, the ingredients in the speech is what matters. And I think his speech is excellent. It's an excellent speech.
I'm sure you are a proud man. I saw you play campaign.
Look,
campaign for this government.
I trusted Boakai for more than 20 years.
So finally, do we hope to see Nathaniel surface in local government?
No, I have graduated from that. I have graduated. I have served the country and I have an impeccable character. So I'm going to.
So this is Mr. Nathaniel, former superintendent of Roland County. They're speaking with us. Folks, my name is Prince Morva. We are still here. We're taking our camera. Can I also chat with you? Did you listen to the President Boakai? Did you listen to him?
Yeah, I listened to the President. Okay. I'm from Vancouver.
Okay. Yeah. And tell us, what do you make of the speech?
I mean, it's still a great one.
It was a great one.
Yeah, and I admired, he talked about health.
Okay.
He touches every aspect. And moreover, what touches me most is that for him to say that indeed he and Vice President would take drug tests and everyone should follow. You know, that's something, you know.
It's a great policy statement.
Yeah, great policy statement.
For country like Liberia.
And now, as I speak to you now, the statement have gone viral already, so I know the drugs guys and they are, you know, they should organize themselves now.
Do you think Boakai has the energy, has the zeal, has the courage to move? Drugs is a very deep base, it's a syndicate. I mean, obviously the government will be involved. I don't know whether you can remember one DA officer alarmed once that members of the legislature were involved in the drugs trafficking. That case was buried here at the ground of the Capitol building. Do you think Boakai has that case?
You're right. Boakai is my president, my father is not going to, you know, run around. And so remote in leadership, you got a remote. In leadership, you got a remote in your hand.
Okay.
If you press the remote, they will start working. You know something? The committee is set up. They will do all. They will do all of these things.
Thank you so much. We're taking the camera around. I'm sure it's important we talk to. It's important we talk to the security setup. This is a friend of mine. Of course, he has been at the Capitol building for some years now. He's with the Senate Security Service. Welcome. How you doing, sir?
How you doing?
You've been providing security for this legislature. At some point, you were actually yearning for border creation. Today, you listen to his first State of the Nation address. Tell us, what do you make of that?
I'm saying today, the Liberian people, they are filled with joy to hear what in history for President-elect President Boakai.
He's president now?
Yeah, president right now in a country that people been yearning for. You know, from his first annual message speech, that alone today you can see that every Liberian, including officers, we are all filled with joy because he speaks on some very important issues when it comes to market development. Depending government going to come in to do the role from the Fiji Island as far as Broadway. You know, he has speaks on a lot of issues that I think is human being. You know,
let's talk a little bit about your status in Senate security. I mean, I can remember sometime in the past government, you were agitating here, you were protesting for status, to get salaries. What are your expectations of the Boakai government?
I think that have been laid to rest. I mean, the staff here, they have been agitating for salary, and that alone, the senator and did everything possible for the staff to get their just benefits. And I think today you can see car on the ground. You know, in fact, the Senate security will have been very robust. This one time, the year was just, things just happened. And then today we put every mechanism in place to have this ground to be for sanity to be here. And the number of people that are supposed to be on ground, they are here today to witness this event. So at least the movement of every human being is okay compared to yesterday. Yesterday, people were overcrowded up. So the security did everything to put some mechanism in place to have the place to be in a normal situation for everybody to have the easy flow.
Thank you so much. What's your name, sir?
I'm Joseph Steve Pajbo, Deputy Director for Urban Region. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So, folks, my name is Prince. We are still here. We've been providing courage for this. This is the aftermath of the speech. My name is Prince. We are funding that drunk to talk to them. Basically, somebody, yeah, can we get talk to so can we also so we want to talk to JK, his family Paul. I mean, he's working in the office of Senator Abraham Darrell Delon. Welcome, how you doing, sir?
I'm okay.
Okay, I'm sure, I'm sorry if I'm doing some implication, but I'm sure you support the Joseph Boakai government. Now he's the president. Tell us, the first tip of the nation address, what are your impressions about the speech?
I'm very happy and it's concise, straight to the point. That's the kind of leadership we wanted in our country.
It's concise?
Yes.
What do you mean?
He touched every basis of the Jews that we need as a country, what the country needs, the state of the nation, he addressed it. He not came to tell you about, lecture you about things, history, no. He came exactly what he intended to do in the first 100 days, what he intended to do in the first 8 years or 1 year of his regime. Of course, he was concerned with it. You heard him talk about the economy. You heard him talk about even our diaspora brothers and sisters. You heard him talking about the state of the nation, where especially the legislature, especially the election. There are a lot of reforms that we need at the election commission. He mentioned that. He also talked about the transition. The way our transition system is currently, the way it is, I think once he said it, I know he will implement it, because the way it is looking, it will remain as it is. Most of the succeeding government will not function very well. Take for instance, what I really captured from his statement. Can you imagine President Weah said he left 40 million. He left 40 million in the economy, and Joseph Boakai came and said it was not true. He only left 20 million. So that is to tell the Liberian people that Joseph Boakai coming with honesty to the presidency. Why would you tell the Liberian people that you left 40 million in fact the economy? He said, according to President Weah, he said the economy was stable, and thankfully to President Joseph Boakai, he said it clearly that the economy, the deficit is huge. The burden is very huge on the government, and that's the reason why he praised the rescue mission for coming to rescue our country. That is to tell you that Joseph Boakai have come to ensure that the right thing be done for the Liberian people. And also, what I captured from there also is the civil servant. He mentioned the issue of the civil servant. He stressed the need that our brothers and sisters who are civil servants, who used to take pay 2 months before they take one month salary. He stressed the need that at least their salary will be current, they will take their pay in time, and at least they will have something to go home to at least celebrate with.
Thank you so much. My name is Uncle JK or John Kemba.
Yeah, John Kemba.
Thank you so much. We also have Daniel Osano here with us. I can on the office of the young lady Lawrence, the current co-chair of the Liberian Senate. Daniel, welcome to Focus on Liberian TV. How are you doing?
Thank you, Prince. Thank you. That was a pleasure to be in conversation with you.
I know. I think you are a great man today, a very happy man today. You supported our Joseph Boakai government. Today he delivers his first State of the Nation address. How was it like?
Well, we supported Joseph Boakai on the basis of a nationalistic agenda. And I think what Ambassador Boakai did today was to lay out what he intends to do for the country over the next year. And the legislature being very people-centered, the people representative. I have no doubt that they're going to help the president to achieve the things that were laid out in the agenda. For example, the president talked about subjecting every member of the administration to take drug tests. The president declared drug a national health emergency. Those are the kind of things that we are looking forward for.
Do you see those things achievable?
There's no reason why those things cannot be achieved because those are low-hanging fruits. If you want to work in the executive branch of government to be a presidential appointee, the president has talked about leading by example to say, my vice president and I will be the first to go and take the drug test. And the president appoints Queen Mobile as assistant minister, deputy minister, they are also on obligation to go and take that drug test. By doing so, you are telling the Liberian people that you support the fight against drug and substance abuse in Liberia. Because we know very well that the people who are victimized by these dangerous drugs and substances are the young people of the country. The young people are supposed to be the engine of the economy of the country. The young people are supposed to be the future of the country. When you see young people every day are losing their future to push, then it becomes a matter of national concern. And the president being very knowledgeable, being very people-centered, has said that he declared drugs a matter of national emergency. He's subjecting all officials of the government. That's not a laudable step.
What is the difference between the 54th and the 55th legislature when the drug case was brought to the very legislature where a member of the DEA, ranking officer for the matter, alleged that a member within the legislature was involved in drug trafficking? That case was brought here, it was buried here. What is the difference between the 54th and the 55th?
The 54th legislature was basically comprised of people who were regime apologists. Today, the leadership of the 55th legislature, as you can see on the billboard there, comprised of people who are objective. You have a member of the CDC who is the speaker of the legislature, right? Honorable Francis Kova. We respect him. You have the president pro tem from the Senate. You have the vice president who comes from the ruling party. I really do believe that they are now going to intentionally take action that will strangulate the future of this country. Because why? They are well-intentioned for the country. But when you had a speaker who will even intimidate members of the Justice Department agency who try to expose officials of government who are involved in the syndicate of drug dealing, then it was worrisome for us. Okay? So today, I can bet the legislature under Francis Kofa have encouraged all members of the lower house, including the Senate, to declare the asset. I really do believe that the speaker being a very magnanimous individual will also encourage members of the lower house to go and take the drug test. Because that's how you lead by example. That's how you lead by example. So, on a very serious note, the agenda put forward by the president today before the legislature, it lays out the problems that the country faces, and it also lays out the solution.
The length of the speech, other was arguing before the speech, the president will speak for 1 hour, 2 hours. He spoke for 45 minutes, and he touched every aspect of the country. What do you make of that?
I'm an intellectual. When I'm writing a speech, I don't filibuster. I do not filibuster. Because of the core issue, the president didn't bring a whole bucket of literature here today to board the legislature in the country. The president was very pointed, he was very direct as to what he want to do. He laid out his legislative agenda, he laid out his arrest agenda. What the president talk about the creation of the Bureau of Tourism and Cultural Affairs to explore opportunities in the tourism industry for Liberia. That's a whole new sector that will create jobs for people, right? That will attract investors to this country, right? So that's what we want to do. The president talked about creating serious agencies that will add new flavor to the governance sector of this country. I really do believe that if things have been done this way for the last 6 years, the country will have been significant progress. But happy, we cannot cry our spilled milk. We are at a major crossroad now. We have a new president, we have a new government, and the way the president has laid out an agenda, we want to encourage the Liberian people to hold the government accountable to what the president has said today. Thank you.
So I'm Mr. Danisano. Welcome to Global News in our TV. Lastly, I would like to know from you, what do you make of the president when you spoke about appointing an ombudsman to run the office, ensuring that public officials are held to the code of conduct?
My colleague, we are saying Capitol building. The President has spoken to the legislature. It is by law that the President addresses the joint assembly of the legislature on the 4th working Monday each year. That speech is called the State of the Nation Address. In Liberia, it's sometimes called the annual message. It is a speech in which the President delivers the state of the economy, on the agricultural issue, youth empowerment, governance, and so on. So today is a fresh President Boakai spoke on lengthily about youth empowerment, education, agriculture, the issue of drugs addiction, and how is government going to tackle that. We stay here, the legislators are staying though, trying to ensure that they have some chat with the President, after which they're going to be coming out. We're going to try our best to talk to them, but thanks for joining me. In a few minutes time, we're going to be calling this a day. Also, I'm going to tell one or two presidents living in government. But we cannot see any of the lawmakers outside. And so my colleague Gonale and myself, we are here. Behind us here is where the President Boakai is being parked. Of course, right here is where the President Boakai is being parked. The security are there trying to ensure that the maximum is there, after which the President will come out to disembark the Capitol building. Thanks for joining us. Do join us another time for another live broadcast. My name is Prince. This has been a joint production with my colleague Conali and myself, Conali and myself, right at the front of the Capitol building. Join us again for another live broadcast. For the day, my name is Prince. Bye-bye.